What is gooch gooch, my Libras? Hold on, I'm just feeling this beat. Oh, Libras, are you feeling yourself? Oh, Libras, you must be vibing. You must be vibing lately, my Libra. Sun, moon, rising, Venus, and the North Node. So you got so much love and nothing but love. Other than that, my beautiful Libras, I hope you guys are having a lovely, bubbly, blissful ass motherfucking day. You know what I'm saying? So happy Lionsgate portal, 8/8 portal at that. This is gonna be potent until August 18th. This energy, even though the Lionsgate portal was yesterday, the energy is still rolling through very powerfully. But what's beautiful is that this is the most I said it yesterday, celebratory time of the astrology year. And it's because Leo is ruled by the sun. And when the sun is in it, or when any other planet is in its home sign, it's literally the most potent. But the reason why Leo energy is the most potent is because it's more attached to the heart and the inner child. And this is where our dreams can really take place and manifest instantly. And the thing is, this Lionsgate portal is really calling for us to step into our inner roar. Since the Leo is ruled by the sun and the sun rules the ego, we have been ruled by our toxic ego for far too long. And now it's really calling for us to be our true authentic self and have courage to express to the world the side of ourselves that we do not show. So this is really calling us to get out of our comfort zone. You hear me, my Libras? Comfort zone. Out. And some of you Libras could be a little bit too fixed when it comes to getting out your comfort zone. So be very mindful, Libras. Be very, very mindful, my Libras. But let's get into this. We get a 3-card spread for you guys. We're going to get a quick energetic reading. We're going to see what is currently happening and what could be coming towards you. My spirit wants to let you know. All right, for my beautiful Libra cake spirit. For this Lionsgate portal, we want them to know. Look at that, a lot of air energy so far. These cards are the part of the deck itself. It's not really part of tarot, but you have Palace of Swords. So I'm getting this is a mental structure, a mentality. Okay. I love these cards in this deck because you have for the swords, for all the suits. And if you guys know, swords represents thoughts, wands represent physical, action, cups represent emotions, and pentacles represent tangible. Not only just finances, but the physical. So it's the fire, what was it? Wands really represent our actions, us going forward, our physical self, while the pentacles represent the physical, tangible reality. I like these cards because the reason why it says palace is because that is your groundwork, that is your foundation. And this is swords. So this is the foundation of your mentality. So I feel that Libras, during this 8/8 portal, you're being called as the Knight of Swords in the reverse. And the upright could be someone very impulsive, compulsive, who doesn't really think before they speak or doesn't think before they act. So Libras, this is in the reverse. And this is telling me that you are being called, this 8/8 portal, to take it slow, take it easy. I feel a lot of you guys have been building this mentality of trying to build a better way of living. It's like you're trying to bring your inner reality into the physical reality, which is beautiful, beautiful. Fucking love it. But as I say that, I feel like you're trying too hard to get there too quickly. But Libras, what if I told you that a lot of you guys are desiring success, desiring harmony within a relationship, desiring better, which is wonderful, but I don't feel that's coming from the heart. I feel like that was coming from being logical. I need to do this to gain more money. I need to do this, but I need to have money. Or I don't know why I'm getting money. That's very interesting. So Libras, I feel like your mentality needs to change on how you approach things and how you put your focus towards things. What are your true intentions? Are you doing things for the money? Are you really doing things because you find passion in them? That's interesting. I don't know why, but I just have to say this as a side message. This 8-8 portal is really calling you to take a look at your mentality towards love. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Because I feel like in the past, Libras, you have the tendency to rush into love, to be overgiving, to overextend yourself, to be very compulsive about expressing yourself. And you may have created a self-fulfilling prophecy where you would never find love. But I feel like why the Knight of Swords is in the reverse is because you got to take a step back and really look at things from a emotional perspective. Because when we are striving for something really hard, we may think that's what we really want, but it's really a desperation to fill a void. And I feel that this Lionsgate portal is asking you to stop rushing, to stop burning yourself out, to stop trying so hard, to stop trying, period. And to know that where you are, as you are, is good enough, more than enough. You don't need to be anything or do anything to be worthy of receiving. But you need to recognize, how are you receiving? Are you receiving in a way where you're just needy and you think you need this and it's just gonna, you're looking for your fulfillment from something outside of you? Or are you really putting attention towards, this is going to serve me in the long haul, not just now. This is going to be good for me. This is something beneficial. This is bigger than money. This is bigger than my own gratifications. This is just bigger. I just feel like you guys got to change your perspective on the type of way you're approaching life and your desires and things, because I feel like it's coming from a logical perspective where it's not really something that's going to benefit you down the line. It's going to, I'm just getting a little bit of a childlike mentality as someone who just spends their money recklessly and quickly on things because they want to do this and do that. It's like it's like someone who doesn't have discipline when it comes to emotional spending or understanding their emotional tendencies towards how they approach certain things in their life. So I'm really getting the sense that you have to change your mentality and how you approach your intentions towards what you're doing, and also towards love. I'm just really getting that with love, with the emotions. Some of you Libras have a tendency to really ignore your emotions, but when it comes to love, oh, you want to go all in on emotions. But when it comes to really dealing with your emotions, I just feel like you guys really run from that. You probably try to avoid that through work. And I feel like what you find passion in, you're trying to make it a profit, and that's not really bringing you satisfaction. So it's like you're being called to look at what is your dissatisfactions and how to satisfy yourself without needing anything to do that, you know? So it's really a mentality shift that's taking place during this AA portal. So it might be a little bit overwhelming. Your desires may be changing. You know, that does happen. I want to see, why is the Knight of Swords in the reverse for my Libras? High Priestess, your intuition. Intuition. Mystic. Why the High Priestess, though, for the Knight of Swords in the reverse? The Chariot. Libras, if you feel stuck in how to create another source of income, or just, oh, that's what I was talking about, that dissatisfaction. If you find dissatisfactions in the things you feel like you should be doing, I feel like you need to take a step back and stop taking it. Okay, it gets to a point where you keep feeling dissatisfaction, but you keep forcing yourself to do work, to get things done, to do this, to do that, but you still feel dissatisfaction to the point you don't feel in alignment with what you're doing, then that means you have to go within and take a step back and be still. And this is calling you to go within and listen to your intuition rather than listen to your mind. Because with the Chariot here, if you guys don't know, in the regular tarot deck, the Chariot has 2 Sphinx. The Sphinx are not horses. They're actually look like horses, but they're not horses. Sphinx are the things that look like the Egyptian cats. So, what those Sphinx represent, the reason why they're white and black, is because those Sphinx represent the higher self and the egoic self, and bringing those two into balance in order to push you forward, because you're gaining mastery over your yin and your yang, your masculine and your feminine, knowing what you want and taking action towards that. But I feel like you lost touch. And Libra, you are the Justice card in the tarot. So that means you are the Balance card. I feel like there is an imbalance that you need to go within and attend to and find emotional balance in order for you to propel you forward. Because when we have emotional disalignment, that's going to affect our work. And that's going to affect how we think. And that's going to affect how we receive and attract. You know what I'm saying? So it's like your intuition, and I feel like you're ignoring the fuck out your intuition. I really, really, really do. I really don't relax. I really don't. I'm hyper, you guys. I literally just got back from like this place where I had like laser tag. I had like the rope course. I had like virtual reality. It's the first time I actually did virtual reality. It was fucking fun as shit. And I'm still hyped. My inner child still hyped. Libras, I love this energy. I feel like you have a childlike energy, but this could cause you to be too impulsive to the point you can't take things slow in relationships, and you're not really cautious with how you're being wise with your spending. So I don't know why I keep hearing finances, but I keep getting finances. You got the Death card that just showed up. Interesting. I'm not going to take it, though. Why the Ace of Cups? You got the Wheel of Fortune challenge position, the Page of Coins. That's what I see. See? So pages represent the beginning stages of a boy learning how to work a sword before he turns into the knight. So this is telling me that you do have an attachment towards emotional spending. But with the Page of Coins here and the Wheel of Fortune and the challenge position, I like these energies because this is telling me there's a new financial opportunity that's going to come in that's going to help you. That's really going to shift your perspective on how you need to be wise with your money. So, also Libras, don't be scared to be a beginner. Don't be scared to be a beginner. I feel like a lot of you Libras, you do have a lot of expertise, but do not be too prideful to be a beginner and learn. You got 2 wheels here now that I look at the World card and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, and the Fool. Side note here. I see why that message came up earlier about you Libras needing to change your perspective on love, because there is a new person coming into your life. Little do you know, I think you already met this person, Libras, but you're having conflicting thoughts about this person because you think they have a childlike mentality themselves when it comes to how they perceive life should be. And I do feel this probably is someone who travels, or someone who's new to the country. I don't know why I'm getting that, because this could represent travel. And with the Fool here, take a leap. I say take a leap because something is going to change your world once you change the way you see love in a person. I just heard, Libras, don't judge people that could potentially be a match, and don't label them so quickly on red flags, because we are all have a tendency to be toxic. So just be mindful of that. Also be mindful. I don't know why, but I keep getting a scorpionic energy with that Tower. Just be mindful that there's not someone from the past trying to say they want this. But really, boo, they're just trying to come in and fool you to get something from you. So just be mindful of that. Alright, I gotta see about the... I don't know why. Why is the Wheel of Fortune... The Tower really popped out again. Why is the Wheel of Fortune in the challenge position? Something's going to come out of nowhere. You're not even expecting it during this 8-day portal. The Devil, the Capricorn energy. Yep. Toxic energy, man. I hate to say that, but it's like, you're going to really have to put your foot down towards yourself and towards a particular person. But really get towards yourself, meaning be more disciplined with yourself. Take more action. As it be more disciplined with yourself. The Lovers. I can't make this shit up. So there is potentially someone in your life currently. Or they're coming in. The Wheel of Fortune's in the challenge position because you don't know if you could take this leap. And look at you. I see why. Because love has been very, very, very disappointing to you. I get that. But Libras. I'm going to share something with you before I close it out with the Oracle. I had to learn this on my own journey. Doesn't matter what age you are. We all have a divine counterpart. But we all got to understand. Our past relationships, I get chills as I say this, because I know I'm not the one who's saying this. But understand that love never causes pain. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to do something. But as I was saying, love doesn't hurt. People hurt people. Love is the opposite of pain. People who are in pain inflict pain onto others because that is their depiction of how they perceive love is. So Libras, do not take how people treated you personally. It had nothing to do with you. It had everything to do with them. But it's very important to recognize, how do I not take it personally? By realizing that there's nothing wrong with you. It never defined who you were. If anything, it had to show you who you were denying yourself to be and what you deserve. So just know, Libras, don't be so quick to judge and to pinpoint red flags, because that is only coming from your own traumas about relationships. So you're being called to look at your perspective of relationships and transmute that perspective into one that's going to serve you, into what you want, rather than feeding the self-deprecating thought of thinking you're always going to be abandoned or you're always going to receive the same type of people. And that's not true. The only reason why I exist is because you believe that and you keep speaking that. So be mindful about that. Let's close this out with an oracle. For our beautiful Libras. My Libras are kicks. Can I get an oracle, please? My Libras are kicks. Oh shit. We got Virgo in your chart. Go check out the Virgo reading. They got the same thing. Third eye chakra. Oh, why? That's all about illusions. So, Libras, if you get a lot of headaches, before I get into that, if you get a lot of headaches, a lot of migraines, I just heard stop taking medicine because you're bypassing the inner work you need to do. And the reason why our forehead could be hurting, because it's where our third eye is because we're holding on to too many limitations and illusions that are blocking us from what our heart is yearning for. So I realize you got to change your perspective on how you see money, how you receive, and how you see love, and how you give and receive it. And look at this. We're going to close it out with this. Universal oneness, love, interconnection, support. There is so much divine support for you on your endeavors and what you desire. But there's also people I feel you're being called to connect with. Libras, you're not meant to be alone. So stop forcing yourself to do that. Connect with people. Get to know people. Stop judging people. Stop seeing people through the lenses of your past. And give your new version of yourself a chance to gain healthier friendships, healthier relationships, and a healthy perspective on yourself in life. So isn't that beautiful, Libras? That is all I have for you, my Libra Zebra cakes, on your Lionsgate 88 portal. If you got any clarity or any upliftment, please hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, as it helps the algorithm of this video get out to other Librans who may need to hear this message. But until then, my Libras, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next one.